Hey guys, it's George from Wex here, and I've been taking part in our latest Wex at Home challenge, which is Potatography. If you're wondering what Potatography is, then don't worry, you're not on your own. It's basically just taking pictures of potatoes. It's really no more complicated or interesting than that. But I've gone and I've taken some pictures today, and I'm just going to show you guys some of them and just my thought processes behind them and how I got a couple of the shots. Just in case you need any clarification, we want you guys to take shots of any and all potatoes. So that can just be your bog standard regular potato, that can be a new potato, a sweet potato, or even a jacket potato. All we want you guys to do is just have fun with this challenge. It's a bit of a silly one, and we know that, and we're hoping that you guys are going to lean into that with the shots that you've been taking. One of the images I was really excited to try out for this Potatography challenge was to basically take a potato a little bit older, maybe it's got a little few roots growing out of it because it's going a little bit bad, and then paint a little face on it and then give it a little sign that says just keep growing. I just thought it was kind of like a sweet little message, a nice way to have fun with the idea. I actually initially was going to shoot this inside and create some kind of like fake studio setup using the potato because I thought it'd be quite cool, but actually I did realize that maybe that wasn't the right way to go with this because the sign says just keep growing. I thought it would actually be nice to take it outside and put it in amongst some growth. So I headed down to our garden. In our garden, there's this bramble bush that has gotten way out of control. So I actually thought it's kind of perfect for this because I can just chuck it in the middle of the bush and it's surrounded by greenery. This actually turned out to be a really good idea because it meant that I could use this bramble bush for my composition. So I could put some sort of leaves or some sort of stuff in the foreground of the image just to make that image a little bit more dynamic so that the potato really feels like it's sat in amongst all of this growth. So for my last shot, what I did is I took a jacket potato, gave it a quick cook, and the idea was to put some butter in the middle of the potato and then squeeze it so you can see all this butter come out the top of the potato. Now, to be honest, this really just didn't work at all for me. I'm not really sure how all these pro food photographers do it, but certainly didn't work for me. So I improvised and I went for something slightly different, which was to have all these grated cheese sort of flying towards the potato. Now, I've actually done a little bit of editing to this and masked a few little bits of cheese and just put them around the image just so that it looks a little bit more real because it's really difficult to get the cheese really consistently falling. So there is a little bit of masking and stuff here, but that's all good. Hopefully you won't notice. This one was interesting though because I shot it top down, and when you're shooting top down, it can be quite difficult to deal with shadows. You have to think about lighting quite carefully. So the way I lit it was I basically just had one big window which I was using as a natural light source for one side, which you can then imagine created quite harsh shadows on the other side of the potato and on the bottom on the plate. So the way I got around this problem was I got my Aperture MC light and I just shone it at quite a clever little angle and had it on fairly dim. It wasn't super bright because you don't want harsh light because obviously that's going to create more shadows. So I just had a nice soft light shining on one side of my potato just to sort of fill in those blanks so there isn't that super harsh shadow. I think it worked quite well. You can have a look at this shot and see what you think. That's it from me and Potatography today though, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I really hope that you guys have also taken part in this challenge because we think it's a really fun one and we're really excited just to see what you guys are going to make of it because it's quite a blank playing field. If you did enjoy the video, then you can always go onto our YouTube and hit subscribe and turn on notifications because we put out so many videos, whether they're product related, tutorial, tips and tricks, or all sorts. If you do want to be a part of that, then remember to go hit subscribe. But apart from that, I just want to say thanks for watching.